Hey guys, this is Lior from Vortex Cinema doing a product review. Today we're going to talk about some of the parts I bought to build my new rig. This right here, I'm going to do a little review for you guys, is the new Zalman 9900 Max Ultra Quiet CPU cooler. This right here is a G-Skill 16 gigabyte memory that I'll be putting into my new rig. This, of course, is the new AMD Phenom 2 6-core processor at 3.3 gigahertz, easily overclockable to 4 gigahertz on each core. And of course, this is the military-grade Sabertooth 990FX motherboard by Asus. And of course, this thing came for free. I bought all these parts on newegg.com. Awesome place to get parts in. This right here is an external drive. Since I already have 6 in my old rig, 6 hard drives that are 3 terabytes each, I figured I'd use, you can't have really enough of external hard drives. And of course, 2 Asus Blu-ray burners. And of course, my favorite, a dual dock station for all my internal drives to use them as like externals. Let me tell you a little bit about this, for instance. They say this is an ultra quiet CPU fan by Zalman 9900 Max. I'm going to give you a little bit of a review here because I have put some of these parts in other computers I built for friends and family and of course for clients of mine. This is not as quiet as many people think it is. It actually it is a little bit noisy, not too much. It's not that, not that intrusive, type of noise. But at the same time, it is more noisy than it claims that it claims it's not. The thing is, it drops it to about 10 degrees, anywhere from 10 degrees to, I would even say 15 to 20 degrees low. When you overclock, I've actually seen it about 20 degrees cooler than on regular stock fans. Now, of course, when you get this AMD right here, the 6-core processor, this is a, as you see right here, 1100T. I just want you guys to know this is the black edition, so it's overclockable. It's unlocked completely. When you get this, you really don't want to use on an overclocking CPU, a CPU that you want to overclock, or even at regular. To be honest with you, I would never use stock fans. Period. I mean, I have used them before, but like I said, with the new Zalman fan and pretty much any fans you get, they are going to be much cooler. Obviously, you're paying for it. Now, as for this memory right here, the G-Skill, is actually my first time I've used, one of my first times that I've actually started buying some of these memory chipsets. I gotta say, I really like them. They do, have warranties behind them and everything like that, and they do really stick back. Their customer service is awesome. This is pretty cool altogether. This, of course, external hard drive, not that big a deal, just like every other external hard drive. Seagate actually makes good ones. I have used Western Digital before, but I must say I'm extremely sad with Western Digital. Their customer service sucks. Also, Samsung's as well. I gotta say, I didn't like their hard drives at all. They do fail a lot of times. I'm not going to say, stick my name to something that's garbage. Seagate actually makes wonderful hard drives. And I gotta say, I haven't had so far, I've even had my oldest one, believe it or not, which is over 10 years already, and it's still operating like it's brand new. So it's incredible. I have no bad sectors or anything like that. Now, let's talk about the Asus Blu-ray burner. Remember, this thing burns Blu-ray DVDs at 12 times the speed. It also does dual layer Blu-ray discs, which give you 50 gigs, where the other one gives you 25. The only thing is, I've heard that they're doing some other, some other Blu-ray discs are coming out that it doesn't do those certain ones, but these will get the job done just as right. I use these mostly to pitch most of my TV shows or any type of my movies to major networks. I would give people DVDs, and to the major networks I would give them Blu-ray. That's why we get HD camcorders, not to down-res them to standard definition, because that would be ridiculous. And of course, over here we got the, this I use a lot, especially for my movies. Every time, when I use, pretty much every minute of my footage is anywhere from 3 to 4 gigabytes, and this is just, uncut, and of course you have to edit and everything, so you always need a ton of hard drives to back up most of your files, even the ones that you're not using, because you never know, you might want them, at some point. So these are pretty good. Instead of buying external hard drives, which are more costly, you would just buy internal hard drives and use them. And what I like about this, I had a single docking station, but you always had to swap them. Now you could do them 2 at a time, so they open up 2 at a time using USB. The USB ports and everything like that. So you'd actually, it's great for production on the fly. You're getting a ton of hard drives. You bring it with you to production houses, or when you're filming, you go away. You go to, I went to Jersey. I went to pretty much everywhere around, and we didn't really have enough, time to start burning DVDs and crap like that. So it was really helpful to back up most of my information from the Firestore, from P2 cards straight into 2 hard drives, which is very ideal because you back them up on 2 drives. One, something happens to one drive, you still got the other one, so it really comes in handy. So what I'm going to do is right now, I'm going to put this in my rig right here. This is my old computer right here. I had it for about 8 years. It started acting really iffy, actually, lately. Let me put on the thing right here. So I'm going to be rebuilding this PC with pretty much all the what I just showed you right now, and I'll give you my benchmark, exactly what's what. I will tell you from the other computers I have built with these with this setup. Actually, we had I had a fantastic FPS with Crysis on top resolutions and everything like that. It operates really cool. See, with Intel, what I've noticed is when you use Intel chips, they do tend to heat up a lot, and they're very pricey. Now remember, in any electronics, when you use something that overheats too much, you're cutting the life of the electronic, by pretty much by half. And you're going to end up screwing it up. That's why I use only AMD. I have used Intel in the past before. And of course, everybody that I gave them warranties on it, I had to do good on the warranty, and it ended up costing me an arm and a leg. I build AMD, AMD computers due to that. I do love the way their customer service is. Asus, I got to tell you, I love their motherboards. Their customer service sucks like crazy. It's horrible. But this one right here, what I like about it, it has a 5-year warranty. Now they have a no questions asked type of thing like that. But if you needed ever to troubleshoot something, I would rather look at Yahoo.com or Google.com. Just Google it, do whatever you got to do, just to see what's what. Because really, their customer service absolutely sucks. I've seen and heard a lot of people actually within 20 days getting a response for some stupid question. So if you don't know what you're doing, I would say probably look into another motherboard. But this is one hell of a motherboard. It's amazing, and it has a 5-year warranty. If you know what you're doing, you would take this, you would get this motherboard. They do have the other version, which is the, I believe, they have a higher end version of this one right here. The thing is, I have tested them. I didn't see any difference except extra slots for PCIe and all that kind of stuff, but in an extra serial port. It really doesn't really matter. This one I really like. It has a 5-year warranty behind it, so it makes it really worth it. Anyway, so I'm going to put this all together, and I'll let you know how it goes. All right? See you there. Take care. Bye. Well, as I promised to you guys all, I told you guys that I was going to show you how my rig looks from the inside. This right here is the Spider Elite. Of course, anybody that's into color grading like I am, when you color grade your footage. I have some broadcast monitors. Obviously, it doesn't compare to broadcast monitors, but it comes pretty darn close. Color corrects your monitor the way you're supposed to see. Well, here we go, the inside. Here, let me put the flash on for you here. Here we go. This is the inside of my rig. As you can see, I'm not really much for cable management, but what I do is I put 135mm fan as an exhaust, 2 small fans right there as exhaust fans, and of course in the front right here I put 2, which you can't see it because I put some filters on there as well, 2 135mm that are intake fans. So like that, it gives it a nice good air, cool airflow and all that. Now the Zalman over here, to my surprise, the new Zalman I was talking to you guys about, it's actually pretty quiet. I overclocked the daylights out of this one. I brought it up to 4 gigahertz on each core, and as you can see, it's pretty silent. I don't know what happened in the other rigs I built before. It was a little bit louder than that. You never know. I mean, maybe if I did a study later on, it probably would have been different. I don't know. Well, this is how it runs pretty much. So it's running pretty cool. Actually got it to be about 40 Celsius. So that's pretty good. Once you overclock. Now remember, I do not recommend overclocking your CPU. If you're doing it on a stock fan, I've had problems before with that. I mean, usually it's smart enough to turn blue and just shut off, but you don't really want to do that. Always get, I would just say in general, rule of thumb, every time you get any type of CPU, get another fan, not a stock fan, get a good CPU fan. The Zalman I highly recommend. It does drop it down, and it's pretty cool. So basically this is the rig I built. I always do that for pretty much all of my productions. Every time I start a new production, I build a new rig. This right here is my sound editing, my sound system right here. I use it for all kinds of sound effects, all kinds of stuff, recordings for music and stuff like that. And also, I do all my editing, all my post-production work. I do it here on this beautiful computer here. That's me as Superman right here. So it's pretty cool. Don't mind the egg right there. That's my protein meal for today. But yeah, that's right here, my surround sound, all that nice good stuff. So here's the docking station I was telling you about. You see there's dual, so you don't need to always swap one by one. It's really cheap. It cost me about, I thought it was about 60 bucks, but I made a mistake. It was actually $30, something like that. I got it for. And it uses SATA port, which is pretty cool because the to transport stuff, it's pretty good on the fly, so it's cool. Anyways, I do highly recommend this to anybody that wants to build an awesome rig that's going to last for a long time. As another general rule of thumb, never buy Gateway, never buy Dell, never buy any one of those junk computers, because they are made to bust. I mean, if you look at the airflow in any one of those cases, they will not have this kind of airflow anywhere near that. My cable management might be sucky, but you should look at theirs. It's garbage, and they're filled with generic parts, where if you would build your own rig, you got yourself, top of the line parts that have warranties already on them. I mean, they give you 1-year warranty. You have memory here and all kinds of stuff here that have lifetime warranties or 5-year warranty on the motherboard. You're getting the best bang for your buck, basically. And you're also building a computer to last you a shitload, a long time. And if anything goes wrong, you could always replace it with cheap parts, unlike sending it out and getting, waiting a freaking year till you get it back, and not to mention you have to pay for it if the warranty is out and they ask you a bunch of questions. This, you just get it back, you put it right in, boom, you get cheap parts, and they're top of the line parts also. They're high company parts, high grade parts. So basically that's it. So look forward to hearing any comments from you guys. Just leave me a comment down there, let me know what you think. And any of you haters out there, if you have anything to say about my cable management, go ahead. I already know it sucks. So anyways, well, let me know what you think. Have a good one. Bye.